The superintendent at Michigan Center Schools, Brady Cook. Good morning, Brady.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
2023.
Hey.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. We were mentioning on the break, I was watching The Voice, and here I see Braden Late talking about Michigan Center. Wasn't that cool for the district, for both districts?
We
really?
didn't slip Braden any money. He did that all on his own. ESPN has been knocking down our door for national coverage because they heard that we're a national rival.
Yeah.
So
are you mad that he doesn't attend Michigan Center?
we would love to have him. We would love to have him for a lot of reasons. Great kid, man. He's just he's just everything you have seen.
Yeah.
Is who he is, and his parents have done a tremendous job, and they're great people too. And his first game, or one of his first games when he came back from California, was at Michigan Center, and Grass Lake took the L. We played really well that night, but of course he's so gracious. You've probably seen on social media and things that he signed every autograph, took every picture, and made a lot of Michigan Center Cardinals feel like they had a little celebrity encounter. So just an awesome.
And of course we can rib you because you're from Grass Lake, so you know you've
I can play both sides.
You
like,
can.
oh, that's my boy. He went to Grass Lake, but
yeah.
Well, the winter sports season is underway, and JTV Sports has seen some of your teams in action. What's the winter lineup look like?
Yeah, we're rolling. All of our teams. We do have a big event coming up February 10th. I should have mentioned that to you guys ahead of time. We are dedicating we've called it our old gym. It's not a very clever name, our middle school gym. On February 10th, we're dedicating that to Coach Scott Furman, who passed in 2012. Absolute legend and awesome guy, and so worthy of that honor. We've been painting and cleaning that gym up. Our guys have done an awesome job getting it ready. And on February 10th, we hope to have some of his players who were wildly successful. He and Joe Lusk with those teams that made some semifinals appearances and a final appearance, and a lot of banners from the teams that those guys coach.
That should be a nice Friday night out at the school.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the culture at Michigan Center. Sports and extracurriculars so important to your district.
It is, and we continue to look for ways. You hear a lot about the athletics, but little things like robotics is really galvanized, and we try to find a niche for every kid and get them in a place of interest where they want to come to school and they enjoy it. And that, I love that you said culture, because that's what we always talk about. And there is a vibe when you come to Michigan Center, when you come to an event, and it's not just the students and staff that helps, but even the community. They're so supportive. So yeah, it's you come to an event, you feel it, you're there, and we've been super fortunate to have a lot of really successful groups.
You should see if you can't get MC Hammer to support the robotics team, because you honor MC Hammer with the name of your robotics team.
We could probably get a hold of him.
I tried to get the official uniform to be the Hammer pants.
I had those.
Squad.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You missed that.
I did the shuffle across
I
the
had
room
the pants. I asked for them for Christmas one year.
That's
great. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They were called Zubaz pants. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. No, you don't. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Still in the closet? You could put them on and do a little shuffle across the...
Sorry. No one remembers that.
I'm
going to look it up and show everyone at the staff meeting today.
But they've got the giant MC Hammer
great
jewelry,
name.
and it's great.
The names at these robotics competitions, if you've ever been, are priceless. The MC Hammers is pretty cool, but you see all these crazy names. It's just a lot of fun.
How are the seniors doing this year? You think about all that they've been through. Is it a normal senior year finally for those kids?
It is, and it's those were some pretty crucial years for that group. If you think about your entire high school experience, and I've got a senior at Michigan Center this year, and it has definitely you could see the evolution when the events started happening again, and then you got the stuff that we really, really missed were the dances and the float building and stuff like that. So to see all that come back together. Shout out to those groups that kind of missed out on that a few years back. That was rough, but it feels like the full school experience.
Yeah, it's great.
One of the neat things that I've observed at Michigan Center is the connection between the elementary schools and the middle and high school. You get students involved from both schools. There's a lot of cross between the students. There's a lot of mentorship that's going on between high school students and the elementary students.
Always, and we think that's incredibly valuable. We talk about the Cardinal Way. Coach Allen kind of coined that a long time ago. Part of the Cardinal Way is, we harp on it all the time, coaches, teachers, everybody, be a model for everybody else, be a leader, and then we kind of put the programming in to back that up. So we do have big brothers, big sisters in our district is a huge deal. So there's some mentorship there. Homecoming and our Winter Snowfest is an awesome day because we do take our teams down to both elementary buildings, and we do very interactive assemblies there. And those kids at those lower levels see all of this stuff happening all the time. Leadership class too, our very active leadership class. So it's constant. They want to be those people, and they want to be those role models, and it all feeds off each other.
Yeah, for the elementary kids, the high school students are the heroes.
For sure.
And
It's amazing how quick the elementary students turn into high school students. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you, with a senior, you know that
Yeah.
more than anybody.
Yeah, it's funny in my role, when you've been there long enough, you start to see these kids at Arnold Elementary with the K3 kids, and then a couple years later you're visiting Kike, you're like, I remember that kid, and then a couple years later you're handing them, a few years
Yeah.
later, a diploma.
How about some of the kids that are coming back and working in the community and you guys are getting involved with? I've talked to Greg View, and he's always highlighting one of his former athletes or students that's come back and either working, has their own business. That's pretty cool to see.
It is. I don't know what the inspiration was, but we have definitely had a large group of young entrepreneurs that have kind of discovered their path. We've got, I won't use his name just in case he doesn't want me to, but we have a young man who's building a house just a street over from the school, and he got into construction, and his dad has a construction company, and it is a beautiful house. And I want to say he is 22, 23 years old maybe.
It's crazy.
And you drive by that like, all right, man, you did okay.
That's cool.
You did okay. And I want your house.
Yeah, I'd like to live there.
how's enrollment this year at Michigan Center?
It's really solid and steady. It's no secret we are a large school of choice destination. Just talking with Mickey LaFear in the room there about kind of what Michigan Center has looked like over time, and once upon a time a lot of manufacturing type of jobs left.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of available single family housing, so in a community like that, the school tends to be a really big part of what's happening. And there's a lot of kind of risk reward with that. If things are going well, you are going to attract people to
Right.
that. And if they're not, you're going to be in some trouble. So
Yeah.
I do think we've been very successful attracting school of choice, and it's because of a lot of the things we've mentioned before.
Yeah.
Where we want it to be a place where kids feel safe and parents feel welcome, and we're all part of the family.
It's amazing. So many schools in this area have just gotten so much better over the last 20 years, and not every community has that situation. So I think it's really good here. You'll be at Michigan Center on February 4th for the youth basketball tournament, and we'll get to see that floor that will be named after Scott Furman. So should be good. Good
Nice.
concession stand also, just so you know.
Very nice
He was a little
concessions.
perturbed at Columbia last week, and they closed the concession stand early on Sunday, and so.
But then they had machines, and
Oh.
I pressed a button and it said, "You've made an unhealthy choice," and it wouldn't give me the goldfish.
They take care of Noah when he's out there for basketball games, so everything's fine.
You guys, I think
Real
you're-
quick, folks, let's get these Zubaz pants up. And I pulled up a Detroit Lions pair. They only have a size medium left, but those were the name of the MC Hammer pants. Zubaz.
Do you still have them?
No, but I would like to buy those. See,
They're
you
still
remember them
going.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad we took care of that. You remember them now, Noah? No. Oh,
I
wow,
just
look
added
what
them
else
to
they
your
have.
cart. There's matching tops.
Wow, cool.
that,
I'll send you the link later.
are you going to have any Challenge Day students at the MLK breakfast on Friday?
We do have some students attending. Challenge Day has due to COVID over the
Right.
past couple of years, it's kind of been goofy, but we do have some students representing, and that's always an awesome experience. But with Kari Willis this year too,
Yeah, it's
that
very cool.
adds some
Yeah.
intrigue.
Yeah, it should be nice. Should be anxious to hear from them and kind of hear what he's been up to.
Yeah, I've seen him several times around town.
Yeah, it's great.
The superintendent at Michigan Center Schools, Brady Cook. Thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
The morning show continues after this.